A restless wind moved through the pines above the forgotten hills of rural Pennsylvania, and Elena stood alone in her late uncle's cabin, trying to ignore the feeling that the house was listening. The place had been left to her in a will that said little and explained nothing. For 3 nights, she had heard footsteps in empty halls and whispers that stopped the moment she turned her head. She told herself grief could make any room feel haunted. Then a motorcycle headlight cut through the dark outside. The engine was old, heavy, and wrong, as if it had been assembled from scrap and bad intentions. Elena pressed to the window and watched a huge figure ride up the cobblestone path. He had green-gray skin, bolt-like scars at the neck, and tattoos that seemed to shift when the moon touched them. He looked less like a man than a memory of one, stitched together by force and anger. When he killed the engine, the silence that followed felt even more dangerous. A knock struck the door, 3 slow blows. Then a voice, deep and rough, said he had come for business. Elena ran for the shotgun her uncle kept by the kitchen wall. She loaded it with shaking hands as the door splintered under impossible pressure. When the figure stepped into the cabin, he filled the frame like a nightmare made solid. He told her his name was Viktor, or what was left of it, and that her uncle had made a deal years ago. Blood for freedom, a life for escape. The debt, he said, had passed to Elena. She fired first. The blast struck him square in the chest, but he only looked down at the smoking hole and smiled. No blood came out, only black vapor that curled through the air and sealed the wound shut. He moved faster than human flesh should allow, seized her arm, and threw her against the wall. He spoke almost calmly as he explained that her uncle had tried to leave the road club, had tried to outrun the pact, and had failed. The road, Viktor said, never released what it owned. Elena fought, but her nails ripped only smoke from his skin. He dragged her outside and forced her onto the motorcycle. The engine roared to life without a key. The cabin behind her seemed to shrink into the dark, while the path ahead stretched farther than it should have been, leading into a highway of cracked asphalt glowing a sick green. Other riders appeared beside them, faceless or stitched, circling a distant city of rusted towers and neon haze. As the bike raced on, Elena felt a coldness spreading under her skin. Black thread appeared at her wrists and neck, sewing her flesh into new shapes. Her reflection in the chrome mirror changed first, showing yellow eyes and corpse green skin.